Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. You can drink your tea. Joining me today is one of my favourite people in the industry. Her name is Georgie. I call her G, or G-Dog, depending on, or G-Man, or anything that rhymes with G via text and WhatsApp. And Georgie was the founder of Oskia. Now, how long ago did we do that very first brand overview video?
Oh my god, I think about 4 years, maybe.
Well, can't be that long. Can't be that long.
Maybe 3.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
I'm not very good on my timings.
But basically, you were one of the first brands that I did a brand overview video with.
Yes.
And Georgie gave you guys a discount code for a short amount of time. And tell the people what happened. I'll link that video below, by the way.
Basically broke my factory. I had to give my factory staff sort of weeks off champagne for weeks and weeks and weeks. It basically crashed the system, which is absolutely brilliant, but we manufacture everything ourselves, have our own factory, and yeah, they did not like me by the end of that week.
They hated us.
They hated
Oh, what a shame. So we thought we'd do it again. But first of all, why don't you tell the story in your way? And like I say, I touched on your original brand. I think you had just bought out City Life.
Yes. And
I touched on the original brand in the old video, which I'll link to below. So what I thought, rather than just run the offer again, I thought let's get her in, because no one talks about their company like the person who founded the company. And that way you can touch on things that, like key messages you think are missing, and also just give people the background of how you started.
Yes, because it's a little bit different. So what I didn't do, so first of all, Oskia's 10 years old, so actually we're not that new. I know, it's gone really quick. 10 years, 3 children, factory.
Just a little
just
busy.
Like throw it all in. Just
busy
a bit
period.
Busy. But we're 10 years old. What I didn't do was suddenly sit up one day and say, do you know what, I think I want to do a skincare range. That didn't happen. It actually, the reason why I did a skincare range, or a nutritional skincare range, which is what I'll go into, is that it was a very, very long time coming, and it was a kind of 2-pronged approach, and it goes all the way back to when I was a teenager. So I'm 40, I can't remember if I'm going to be 44 or 43 in a couple of weeks. I think I'm going to be 43. Might be 44, but I can't remember. But so quite a long time ago, when I was a teenager, 2 things happened. Firstly, my father has a nutritional skincare company, and he had one of the original nutritional skincare businesses for horses, so big equine. And I'd grown up with the most unbelievable scientists and doctors. So I'm a complete geek. I love science. I love nutrition. I love biology. And I would sit down for supper, age 13, with the world leader in gut health, learning about biome, the body's biome, and this was 30 years ago, so this is before it became quite a big thing. So I was basically a bit of a sponge on all these scientists. So that happened. Second thing that happened is that when I was a teenager, my mum was an Olympic skier. She was in the British ski team. Phenomenal skier, still is absolutely amazing.
Your mum still skis?
Oh my God, she'll ski last one off the mountain, age 70. Oh, she'll kill me for saying this. No, is she? I can't remember.
You're not good with ages,
are
you, love?
I'm not good with ages. But she's amazing.
I've never been skiing in my life.
Really?
No, don't
You're
fancy
joking.
it. Don't fancy it. Why would you get cold and fall on your ass?
No, but you go when it's warm.
But then you're still freezing. It's snow.
Yeah, but it can be really hot in around
like
April.
A beach.
Okay, love. Okay, we'll differ on that one.
Carry on.
Anyway, I skied a lot when I was younger and completely damaged the cartilage in my knee joint.
See, there's the problem. You wouldn't do that if you were lying on the beach.
No, that's actually very true. That is very true. And I had 5 knee operations. I had walking sticks. My knees were swelled up by football, so I couldn't wear jeans. I used to wear leggings. I was painfully shy at this age. And after my last operation, the surgeon said there's nothing else we can do to your cartilage at the moment. Maybe 10 years time something else might happen, but at the moment there's nothing. I couldn't run, couldn't ski. My father turned around and said, look, why don't you try my horse supplement?
Of course he did.
Typical, I said, absolutely no way.
What's wrong with you?
I'm a human. I'm not going to try your horse supplement. No human has ever tried this supplement. And anyway, he was introducing
That's such a dad thing to say as well.
And I get it the whole time. I get the whole time. Oh, you should have listened. You always listen to your father. Your father's always right. But actually, he was right. It was really annoying. But he was introducing a supplement into Europe designed to regenerate the cartilage in racehorses' joints called MSM, methyl sulfonamide methane. And it's a derivative of sulfur. It's the most bioavailable form of sulfur. And bioavailable is a word that I love very, very much. And he said, look, you've seen the effects on horses. There's no placebo effect on horses or animals, and you know, a drug will either work or it doesn't work. They didn't know they're taking a drug. Why don't you try it? Massive argument ensued. Cut a long story short, I did take it, and my knee cartilage, not repaired, but it, you know, I've been able to do triathlons, marathons. I was a ski instructor for a year. I've had no pain or swelling in my knee joints at all, which was amazing.
Nice. Well,
so I got there. Yeah, I told you so.
And that's this
from
one,
my
isn't it?
That is this one. Actually, this is a new improved one
Yeah,
that I've done. So this
BioPlus
is
is new. This packaging is sexy.
So if I can,
I will obviously list to everything below in the order we talk about it. Don't worry.
So this is the MSM supplement, but I've actually added an ingredient called bioperine, which is a black pepper extract that boosts bioavailability by over 200% of nutrients. And if I can make something better, I'm going to make it better. So that
and more expensive to make.
More expensive, but this is actually pretty cheap.
Yeah.
So this is cheaper than the original one.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I've got a weird thing about pricing. If I can get it as low as I can, I'll try.
Yeah, no, what I mean is you don't cut corners. I don't mean you're making a product expensive. No. I mean you don't cut corners. I know what money goes into your brand. So then you make a supplement, and then how does that become
skin? So where
the most popular cleanser in the Instagram blogger market?
So there is a link. So MSM, most bioavailable form of sulfur, is basically the ingredient that's used to make cartilage, collagen. And obviously we know that collagen is a very important part of our skin. What I didn't mention actually was that my skin condition when I started using this supplement completely changed. And I had typical teenage skin. I had acne, I got hereditary rosacea, and I also have eczema. Completely clear.
Just the whole caboodle there.
The whole caboodle. I had no confidence, literally I didn't speak a word. Now I can't stop talking.
Well, yes.
But the effect of that supplement that had on my skin, so my skin completely changed. I remember turning around to my father and said, forget the knees, this is this is brilliant.
I'll use a stick, but look at my skin.
Look at my skin, this is great. But actually, to have good skin or not worry about skin, I think is something that every single person should do.
Sure.
And that had such a profound effect on my life and my confidence that it was kind of a big seed that was sown.
And you're how old at this point?
18, 19.
Such a hard year.
I know, it's tough. And you've got all these other things going on.
We're there at the moment with Ava. She's 17.
Yeah. So, but I don't think I was particularly grown up when I was that age.
No, she's definitely grown up.
Yeah.
Moving swiftly on. Okay, so then what comes first?
So that happened. Then obviously life got in the way. I then eventually ended up being a food editor, which I loved. Became fixated on the effect of nutrition on skin and the effect of bioavailable nutrients. So the MSM was our big sulfur, and obviously sulfur is used in 140 different body compounds, all sorts of things. But the effect of nutrition on skin, loved my job, but then decided actually if I could do something that would have an effect on other people's skin that this had on my skin, that kind of felt quite nice. So I then spent 4 years basically researching nutrition, trained as a therapist, did all sorts of things, put an amazing team of scientists and doctors together, and we looked at ways to make nutrients available to your skin. So it's not using food ingredients. So a big myth about nutritional skincare, using food ingredient on your skin can use up all those nutrients.
No, it's like when you put an avocado on your face.
Exactly. Your skin's designed to keep things out.
Yeah.
So what we do is we make those nutrients bioavailable. So we do lots of funky things. We ferment things. We graft them onto little amino acids. We encapsulate things. We do all sorts of things. And that's just to make sure that those nutrients get into your skin.
Okay.
There are obviously lots of lovely, teach you to suck eggs. But like omegas and acids and enzymes, those kind of ingredients that work on the surface of your skin from food are absolutely perfect, but not all the micronutrients. So that's basically what we specialise in.
And what was your first product, or did you launch with?
First product, so we had our supplement, our MSM supplement, our original pure MSM supplement, and then we've launched with about 8 products, I think. So your basic skincare regime, we had a cleanser called Perfect Cleanser, which was a cleansing balm, a prebiotic cleansing balm.
That's it. I still
really
love that
nourishing
cleanser.
and calming.
I love the smell of this cleanser so bad.
I love that.
They wait. My lot literally wait for me to do a clip that they can cut away and make a GIF of me sniffing. Yeah, it'll be a GIF within an hour on the group. Anyway, so yeah, Perfect Cleanser.
So Perfect Cleanser was our first micro-exfoliating balm.
Okay, this is a winner chicken dinner.
Do you know what? It's one of my favourite products.
And the favourite smell. And Ava loves it a bit too much for my liking, because I'll be like, I know I've instilled in her something good, because when she comes in, because she's always in after me, I'm always in bed. 9 o'clock, I'm like, oh, it's late. And I go in the bathroom the next morning and she leaves out the 4 cleansers she's used to take her makeup off at night, which she uses just open. And I'll go in and I'll be like, why is this there? So I think she does a proper cleanse and then she has to go with this, because she also likes the smell and the exfoliation.
That's good. My husband, well, George, I run my business with my husband.
Yeah.
So I've got that one. But he uses this every day.
I love it.
And it's lovely. It's 2 types of exfoliants. We've got silica and then we've also got the MSM granules. And the clever thing about this is that if you add a little bit of water, it dissolves, it sort of emulsifies.
Yeah.
And the MSM turns to an anti-inflammatory milk. So it can be as calm as you want or as thorough as you want.
Where did the name come from?
Name, I have to say my husband came up with that.
Mm-hmm.
It comes from the ancient Greek to deliver nutrition. So osso is from also where the word esophagus comes from. So nutrition, really quite a unsexy word. And Gaia, which means
my esophagus
beauty,
cleanser.
My esophagus cleanser. So basically to deliver beauty nutritionally.
Oh, very good,
Yeah,
George.
that's
I see what you
so
did
clever
there.
boy.
Well done. By the way, they are George and Georgie. Imagine.
Very
Okay,
complicated.
so you've got 8 products, most of which I'm sure I talked about in the last video.
Renaissance Mars, other massive big seller, that
Yeah.
launched then. And actually because of the Renaissance Mars, I made the Renaissance Cleansing Gel.
We have to talk about the
We have to
Renaissance
talk about
Cleansing Gel.
So where's the mask as well?
If you have ever watched any empties video or any Instagram by anyone who's a beauty blogger in the UK, so I'm talking like the Anna Edit, Lily Pebbles,
Yeah.
Ruth's Model Recommends, Estee, they all love this cleanser. I mean, I do too, but it's now kind of become something of folklore. When Georgie came in earlier, we were talking about what, I said, we'll touch on this and we'll touch on this, and I said, and we have to talk about your pension pot, and this has to be your pension pot, because how many do you sell?
About 1 every 2 minutes. It's quite a lot.
Insane.
But it's really it's a difficult product to make because the technique that we use, which I'm not going to divulge.
No, don't.
But it's actually really complicated. But it's now 5 years, 6 years old.
You're going to leave this with me, aren't you?
You can have that one. I can leave everything with you.
Look, such a nice, just like it's like a pink, salmon pink gel.
It's really lovely, and the key thing of this is it's enzyme cleanser. So we love exfoliation, love acids, but
it doesn't feel like it at all. It feels almost like an
gentle.
oil.
It goes into an oil, it emulsifies off. But how I use it, because mornings are hell. I don't know about in your household, but
mine are older than yours. Georgie has 3 under 8.
Yeah,
lunatic.
It is. So make up, forget.
Yeah.
But massage it on in the morning. Leave it on when you brush your teeth or make a cup of tea,
Yeah.
and it gives your face a lovely little sort of. God, it feels so
It
smooth
feels
after.
so lovely.
And then it's the pumpkin enzymes.
It is.
So really lovely.
Like top 5 for me. Like just
I love
the
it.
best. I mean, like of all time, not.
But that came out of the mask. So because that won so many. No, wrong product.
I've got you, don't worry.
So many best mask awards, and we support all the British movies. We do all the movies at Pinewood, which is great. And
I have seen your products in films though.
Oh, we were in Bridget Jones.
Bridget Jones.
That was so exciting. That was the most exciting. We took all the team to the cinema, and I presume because they were using us on set anyway.
Yeah.
And I got a call saying, "Oh, can we use your products on the film set? We've got all these scenes coming up." And I went, "Oh my god, yes, of course you can."
Of course you may do that.
You can.
Let me sign the paperwork.
Signed everything, signed my life away, and then we all went to the movies. I presumed it would be like a tiny little shop, and they were everywhere, all over the scenes. It was so exciting. I was not very cool in the cinema, so that's my product.
I love it when that kind of thing happens, when
exciting.
it's when it's brands that you like. Or Matt from the 1975 did some Instagram post yesterday of his bathroom, and I was zooming in, and he had an Orbe hair balm, and I was messaging him going, "You've got to check out his Instagram." Can't bear it. Okay, so we've got Renaissance Cleansing Gel, you've got the Perfect Cleanser, Renaissance Mask. And then how as a brand do you decide what you're going to expand into?
So the weird thing is,
do you follow trends, or is it more
no,
like
not at all. I
what comes next?
Mainly is very selfish what I kind of need, and for example, my Renaissance Bright Light, which is an hate the word anti-melanin, but it's for anti-pigmentation for age spots. I made that purely because I got really bad melasma after a failure, and I decided that actually I'm just going to do it myself. And this, I absolutely love it. It's very, very targeted, so it's really only suitable if you do want to control melasma or pigmentation issues. But it controls melanin production 4 different ways, so it's not just a one thing. And
I noticed that most of your boxes are covered in award stickers.
Yes,
how many awards have you won now?
About 135 or something.
Nice. That's like one a month over 10 years.
Quite a lot.
More than one a month.
Loads of Beauty Bible awards, lots of. And I'm really proud. I'm very proud of the awards. I have to say, I've got the most amazing team, and it's mega teamwork. My formulators are incredible, the scientists are incredible.
Now talk to me about that, because that is also key and interesting. You thought, I don't know if I want to use an external lab, actually.
Well, we've worked with contract manufacturers, but actually we do the whole thing ourselves. So we manufacture ourselves, we've got our own laboratory, we formulate ourselves. I've got a phenomenal team of mind-blowing techies. They'll hate me for calling them techies.
Yeah, well,
very
get over it.
Big scientists. And yes, we do everything ourselves. A lot of the ingredients we invent ourselves, which is really exciting, particularly when we encapsulate groups of ingredients and they're all clinically trialed. So we do all of that. We kind of just started a bit of formulating for other brands and manufacture umbrella, which is totally different ball game, and that's quite interesting as well. But yeah, all at home in Monmouth in Wales. In Wales, it's really fun. I'm very lucky. So I spend probably 2 days a week in the lab with the team. And there's the nice thing is, some of the products, so my most proud product actually is my City Life Booster, which is a big story behind, but that has basically on and off taken about 6 years, which is ridiculous. But I've got the time to do that. I can go into the lab, and if I find other ingredients that I find work better, we will start a formula again. We will just play and constant clinical trialing to make sure that the results we get at the end is what is the best that we could get them, rather than just making a product, getting it to be trialled and then selling it. We will just make sure we keep going until you get there.
So talk to me about City Life Concentrate, because this is the one that I think a lot of people, they don't get confused about, but they want to know why they're spending the money.
Yeah, definitely. So City Life Concentrate originally, so big story, 6 years ago, probably more than that, 8 years ago, I wanted to formulate a really powerful antioxidant serum.
Yeah.
And rather naively, I presumed I could just put in lots of different antioxidants in a product and my product would be antioxidant. Sent it off to have clinical trialing and it came back as pro-oxidant, which meant it was forming free radicals and it would have done more damage to the skin.
Trouble.
So massive, huge learning curve, chucked it all in the bin.
As you do.
I then obviously became slightly obsessed by antioxidants and why actually they do become pro-oxidant. And we spent a long time looking at why that happens. But basically that project was put on the back burner. Then about 4 years ago, I became rather fixated, I think it's having children living in central London, fixated on pollution. And I wanted to know why the pollution actually was having a detrimental effect on our skin. So what we did, rather than just producing an antioxidant product, it was broad spectrum, I wanted to know which were the individual pollutants out there and how they were going to damage my skin. So it's not broad spectrum. So we did a huge study, worked out what the worst offenders were. So you've got particulate matter, the tiny wee little particles, that if they're below 0.2 microns, they get into the pores exactly. Then they do all sorts of grim stuff. Then you've got ozone, you've got mercury, you've got all the 4 different types of free radicals. So I knew what my worst offending pollutants were, but then I wanted to find out actives that would target individual pollutants. So you can't have one ingredient that will target all of them.
Of course, so there wouldn't be any industry, there'd just be one product.
Exactly, just one product. So, but then all these amazing ingredients like EUK134, very powerful, hates acidic conditions. You've got all these very powerful ingredients that cannot really sit together very nicely. I could have just put them all in and sold it. But we put them all in, went off for clinical trialling, took it back, changed pHs of some ingredients, we encapsulated others. It was just a very, very, very laborious project. It took about a year and a half of getting to where we were vaguely comfortable with the product. And actually the end trials came up as protecting against 98% of particulate matter and 97.7% of free radicals, which I think is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But they're very powerful ingredients.
And how do you use it?
So it is a concentrate. What I didn't want to do was another serum, because we're really busy. We don't want to use 15 different serums in the morning. I wanted a product that I could add to anything. So you basically add 1 drop to 3 drops, or 1 part to 3 parts of your serum or your moisturiser, your SPF. Obviously not a wash-off product. Morning and night, because obviously nighttime we have loads of pollutants as well around us at night. And I'm the technology that went into this, I'm so proud of. So that's one of my favourite products at the moment.
And what's coming up? What's new? Show me the peel.
Oh, the liquid mask. So I have a bit of a problem, is that I'm already formulating products for next year.
Yeah.
But I have a real problem that I like, as soon as I formulate something, I much prefer just to get it out of the market quite quickly. So we just had a bit of a flush of products, of new products. We've done our floral water, which is a very lovely... So this actually we use in spas, and they kept saying, please retail it. And I said, no, it's just a tone, I don't want to do it. And then we have, it's organic rose water, MSM, vitamin B5, bit of hibiscus, so very mildly exfoliating. But it's not your bright acid one. Love that. So that's new. Our liquid mask So we love exfoliating,
Mm-hmm.
love acids. I have terrible rosacea, so I can't use glycolic. I will literally go the colour of a beetroot. And I love lactic acid. I think it's the one acid that we can all use, and I
every
absolutely
facialist you speak to will say
it.
they love lactic acid.
Where's the box? Because there's not just lactic acid. So the idea is basically you apply it after cleansing, you leave it on for a couple of minutes, and then you add on your normal products on top. And as soon as you start adding on your other products, obviously the pH will become neutralised. So
Right.
the exfoliating,
you
don't have to wash it off, but then all the other actives in here will continue working.
That is genius.
Which is absolutely lovely. And we've got, what else we've got in that? We've got
feels
vitamin B3, we've got vitamin B5, MSM, we've got amino acids, we've got black carrot juice, which is a really lovely antioxidant, hyaluronic acid, red snow.
And it's 10% lactic, which is a nice
10%
level.
lactic acid, perfect
Nice
level.
level.
It's the
Not too
maximum
weak, not too strong.
level under EU law. So
Yeah. Well, also everyone ignores that, which annoys
I
me.
know.
But
It's there for a
it'll
reason.
come home to roost, and it's not there to be restrictive to brands. It's there for the safety of the consumer.
Yeah.
So when people say, "Oh, it's 20% lactic," I'm like, "You don't need that on your
you
face."
don't need it.
I've done a 20% lactic peel, professional peel in a clinic. That's a completely different kettle of
game.
fish.
I know.
And then SPF, I see.
So SPF mist for the body. So this actually I have to take to about 3 years ago. This is 100% mineral. Doing a really fine mineral mist or mineral product is very, very difficult. So no chemical sunscreens in here at all. It also contains vitamin B, pro-vitamin B3, which is the precursor to vitamin D. Sorry, pro-vitamin B3, did I say? Pro-vitamin D3, which is the precursor to vitamin D. So it makes your skin produce vitamin D. It's not giving it vitamin D. We've also got amazing antioxidant called astaxanthin, which is my absolute favourite. 6,000 times stronger than vitamin C, much more stable. It's the bright carotenoid that gives flamingos their bright pink colour.
Bless them.
We don't get it from flamingos, we get it from freshwater
Best
algae.
we talk about that.
So this
Hold
item,
up so they can see.
so it's a milk, it's a white milk, goes on clear, it's basically like a water. 100% mineral, SPF 30, smells of coconut, smells of holiday. I actually use it on my face, but it's designed for the body. So to mist it onto your body, you spray it on and you massage it on, and Caroline has it behind
I'm also
you.
covered.
So
but the spray in this is, you have to do a half a pump will give you...
Half a pump is a squirt.
It's a squirt, but then when you do
full
a
pump
full
is a
deep
mist.
press, you get a mist.
There we go, mist. But it's not, well, I use it on my face instead of a moisturiser. But it's for body. Hence the rather large size.
Oh, again, that smells
But it's
amazing.
lovely, isn't it?
Oh, now we're both sniffing.
My children love it because they're all going to have the one that, when I pack their school bag, have one that smells like chocolate.
Oh, bless them. Okay, so anything that you still haven't done that you think is on the list? What's on your list for next year? Because I know with most formulators, when you've done something and it's out, you've already moved on.
Oh, I've already
So
gone.
even though these aren't really out, the SPF isn't flying yet because it's fairly new.
That launched literally 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
So that's super new.
Super new. And then, so you're literally already on to the next thing.
I'm already on to the next
So what's
thing.
coming?
Oh, Caroline.
That you can tell us about.
Well, God, what can I tell
Well,
you
I've
about?
got some bits on my desk.
Well, I've got, so we've got 2 retinol serums coming out, which I can talk about, not till September. I'm not very good at keeping secrets. Yeah, so 2 retinol serums, 2 retinoid serums, 2 different strengths, packed full of anti-inflammatories. It's a very, very, very light, I wouldn't say an oil, it's almost a dry oil, but it literally just disappears on your skin. And the idea is that actually, because I didn't want to put really strong retinols into a night cream or a night oil, because you might only use it twice a week. Mm-hmm. So I wanted a product that you could literally slip into your normal routine. Yeah. But they're really lovely, and I'm very excited about that as well. Also contains pro-vitamin D3 as well, particularly obviously the winter when we're all vitamin D deficient.
Yeah.
So that's really exciting. I've got another one coming which I can tell you in a minute about.
Okay, I'm so excited.
I can't tell you on air. But those are very exciting.
And what next for Oskia? World domination? So where are you sold in other places? So where are you sold in the UK?
So UK we are Space NK, Cult Beauty, Net-a-Porter, Goop, Phoenix, oh my God, most places to be honest.
No, you're not in most places. You're not in
I'm not in Harrods.
certain places.
I'd like to be in there. I'm not in
Oh really?
No, not yet.
The new beauty hall's gorgeous.
Yeah, I need to go and have a look at that.
It's really beautiful. Anyway.
And
then worldwide?
Worldwide, we're pretty much all over Europe. US, we are places like Barney's, Net-a-Porter, Neiman Marcus, Nordstrom.
So you're pretty sorted.
We're pretty global. We're not in the US. Oh, we have just launched in Japan about 3 weeks ago.
Nice,
and
exciting.
We are just launching in September in the Middle East.
All that from a
Which is very
horse's
exciting.
knee.
I know, it's amazing.
All that from a horse's knee and a grumpy dad.
Very
wicked. Australia, the Australians
Australia
always
will
ask
come
me.
eventually.
Okay,
Yeah.
you would like to be there though.
I would love to be in Australia. Yeah.
Okay.
Except George, because I travel a lot. I'm usually in some country every week, and George doesn't. And he's basically building it all up. So when we go to Australia, he goes, "Yeah, I think I need a sabbatical." And he's working up for a month off.
All go to Australia
I know,
together
all go to
to launch.
Australia.
I'll call some people. And I actually will. I will actually call some people. Right.
There's so other new products. Actually, just very quickly,
Yeah.
we've got our tanning range that we used this last time, which are amazing. So 100% mineral, not 100% mineral, 100% natural tri-phase tan. So packed with amino acids that boost your own melanin production. Lots of peptides, anti-inflammatories in there as well. So we've got a mist and a dropper. That is a very, very fine mist. So it's perfect for
having that,
shoulders
yeah.
or face, or if you want to look very,
This
very
better be full.
sun-kissed.
You better not have bought me an empty.
No, that's full. That's full. Don't spray it on your.
I won't spray it on my
your.
wife.
Actually, it doesn't come off on your clothes, but so that's new.
I'll do it when I'm butt naked.
And then the dropper as well, so that you can just add to your moisturiser.
Could you put it on neat before you moisturise, or would you add it?
No, add it.
Add it. Okay,
That's
good.
so boosters.
We like instructions.
Yeah, boosters are really strong. So if they say add it neat to your skin or mix in the product, that's not really a booster.
It's not a
because
booster.
There's 5 times the amount that you would put in.
Yeah.
into
So
a
you
normal
need
product.
just a teeny amount.
So yeah, boosters,
Key.
and this also depends. This boosts your own melanin production. So for example, I never tan, but I go
understand.
really freckly and I've got really bad
Yeah.
pigmentation. So you and I would probably have completely different
Yeah.
amounts that we would need to use in that. If that makes sense. Yeah,
I
it's very
just always use a
different,
lot.
and we'd all use will be a different colour.
But that's nice because it's adaptive.
It's adaptive.
Nobody wants to be the
It's
same
your
orange
own
colour.
melanin coming through. No
Nobody
one wants
wants to be the same orange
to
colour.
look like an orange.
Thanks for coming in, mate.
Well, it's a pleasure. I'm really.
I just think it was just better to have you, because let me just quickly as well, this was the first product
Oh my god, yeah.
I owned
Was it?
of yours. Yeah. And I was looking for it the other day and Ava had burned it in her bedroom.
So I couldn't find one in the office, and that's already been burnt, I'm afraid.
So this is Oskia's candle, and it was originally used on me in a facial
Yes.
because the
That was
wax is purely suitable
It's gorgeous.
for going onto the face. So they burn the candle when you start your treatment, pour it into the hand or brush, quickly get it onto the face, and then you have literally a wax facial.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Rose, was it coconut oil, beeswax, and basically rose?
It is
It's
immense. I
delicious.
love it.
Oh, yeah. Tell you what, have you tried this?
Oh God, see, we're going to be here all day.
I know,
Show
so
me.
this is body stuff. Oh god, there's so many new
I
products
know.
you haven't seen. Okay, bath oil.
Oh, come
Now
on.
I know why 100% natural oils are so.
Why
yeah.
did you? I need
Isn't
a
that
shower
amazing?
gel. I haven't got a bath now. We pulled it out and put it in a big walk-in shower because the kids were spending 3 hours in the bathroom. I couldn't get in there. Can I have a shower gel, please?
I can do a shower gel. I want you to
Thanks.
a body oil in that.
Can I have a shower gel, please?
Yeah, I can do a shower
Thanks.
gel.
Oh God,
But
George,
that's
that
lovely.
smells
That's a
amazing.
blend of
What is in that?
39 different oils from rose, oud, jasmine, mint.
She's got a right on that. Lou's
It's
sitting behind the camera
amazing.
going, I'm having that.
What other body stuff? This
Oh,
summer,
man.
AHA enzyme body fluid.
This is Renaissance
I
Hand
would say
and
this
Body
is, I think, is an
Cream.
enzyme. I would take that to on a desert island if that's the only product I had.
Really?
Yeah, it's sort of. I think it should be a face cream. It's too
Renaissance Hand and Body
good.
Cream.
So very, very fine.
Again, the scents are just, there's something there, but it's not in any way overpowering or
powerful.
intense. Wow. Well, thank you. Much further success to you and yours. And maybe catch up with me on the children front. Georgie's got 3, I've got 4. I win. Come on.
No,
Come
it's
on.
not me you need to talk to.
Oh, well, I'll
it's
have
my
a word with
husband.
He's- Could perfectly well say mind your own business, Hirons. I'll be like, yeah, but the babies are so cute, George.
Oh God.
Okay. Thank you so much. I will list everything below. It'll be a long list. Any questions, let me know. And if I don't know, I'll just WhatsApp G. I'll be like, yo, G, what was this again? Thanks for coming
Thank you for having me.
and enjoy the school play.
Oh God, yeah. Thank you.